Alish. She's one of the young guns, born in 2001, and she, of course, fights out of Berlin, Germany. Katie Taylor, perhaps the greatest athlete Ireland has ever produced.
As soon as the ball goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Berlin, Germany, Sophie Alish. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Bray, Ireland, she became the 8th boxer in history to hold all 4 world titles, a 2-division world champion, and an undisputed women's lightweight champion of the world, Katie Taylor.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
Which fans are going to be happy? Which fans are going to be sad? I don't know, but it's the argument I love.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Beautiful counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Good hook to the body. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
These two women pretty close halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Alish just took a big shot and she's in trouble. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Sophie Alish is dazed. Let's talk about Sophie in that last round. Well, things certainly aren't going her way. She's been on the back foot. She's got to turn the tables.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We've done so much better before. Just forget that round.
And there's the bell for round 2. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
It's all offense all the time. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent and down goes Katie Taylor. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
That's lights out right there.
can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into the fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
We've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
It's that ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Nice defense on that jab. That counter shot lands. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Talking about Katie Taylor in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed. There's the bell to start round 3. You can see the look of frustration in the corner. She was so confident heading into this fight, but that last round seemed to knock it out of her. She's got to figure out a way to turn the momentum around.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your...
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. Eilish is hurt. Looks like trouble was averted.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step.
Do you believe this? Taylor is down. She never saw that punch coming. Let's take another look.
I need to see that again.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Nice counter. Trying to land that jab. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Oh no, Katie Taylor hurt. Talking about Katie Taylor in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be. We just saw.
You're being put down. You've got to think right.
Back at it in round 4. Desperate times call for desperate measures, Johnny. She just got dropped in that last round. Got to change something in the game plan here to turn this around.
What a knockdown. 1 minute? You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
With the hook. Sophie Eilish is dazed. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then...
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Eilish just took a big shot and she's in trouble. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Eilish is hurt. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sophie in that last round. Well, this fight is not going to plan for her. She's got to figure something out. You wonder if her trainer is going to give her some advice here. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest up.
Whoa, Johnny! Eilish just took a big shot and she's in trouble. No, we don't see a knock. Did you see that? Sophie Eilish is dazed. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How many?
Oh my God, Johnny! Eilish is hurt. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Being dazed now needs to...
Oh, down goes Sophie. She knocked the wind out of her, and it took her off her feet. Look at this replay.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five. He still won the fight.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Somebody can smell blood here. They...
Oh, no, I gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Sophie Eilish is dazed. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Eilish is hurt. Let's talk about Sophie in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
You will win. You are the better boxer. Just get back out there. Great work.
Let's start the 6th. Well, Johnny, you don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to figure this one out. She has got to bounce back in this round after that knockdown. No doubt about it.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Sophie Eilish is dazed. Down goes Eilish. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four, five, six. 7 minutes left.
it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
What now is about...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. The greatest female perhaps of all time is in trouble of going down. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Sophie in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
I love the response, though.
And there's the bell for round 7. Well, Johnny, she looks pretty good right now, but how do you think she's going to hold up after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Are we about to see Katie Taylor knocked out? And right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Shot, and Eilish is on the canvas. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. You are ready.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is gonna...
Oh my God, Johnny! Eilish just took a big shot and she's in trouble. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that that moment of trouble has passed.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do?
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Eilish is hurt. Let's talk about Sophie in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure. Round 8, and we're off again. So she's back in her corner, Johnny, but you got to believe this is just a calm before the next storm. Her opponent is going to swarm her again as soon as that bell rings.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Incredible work rate. Sophie Eilish is dazed. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Being dazed to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Oh my God, Johnny! Eilish just took a big shot and she's in trouble. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash.